Our Christmas holiday started on Saturday the 29th of December, leaving from Half Moon Bay. A nice northerly filled in and we headed for the bottom end of Waiheke, stopping just across from Manawar Bay. Sunday was a no-wind day, but by late afternoon it had filled in and forecast to back to the west, so we set off for a night sail to Great Barrier. A short tack was required, after which the wind swung west and we could lay through to stop in Tom Bowling Bay at 1 a.m. New Year's Eve, and we set off to find our friends on Argonauta to celebrate the new year. Calm conditions, so we motored through the Broken Islands. Beautiful views from the drone, with Little Barrier as a great backdrop. We found Argonauta adjacent to Stony Bay in Kaikoura Island, Port Fitzroy. Quite a deep anchorage at 20 metres, so I had to let a lot of chain out. We had the company of some lovely classic yachts and launches. A quiet day after celebrating the new year. 2019 is here. A short flight around the corner looking into Stony Bay, and then time for reading. In the morning, the wind got up from the south, so we moved to Kiwi Bay for a calmer spot. Another flight to get views of the bay and boats. More friends to catch up with. John and Kathy aboard their 78-foot Don Brook ketch. Lots of room on their ship, with John kindly supplying us with a plate full of snapper. Later that evening we got a spectacular sunset. In the morning some dolphins came into the bay to show off. Nice to see them, as we didn't see any on the way over to the barrier. Off to the rubbish barge with the 15 horsepower on the newish dinghy. The last dinghy we had was an AB inflatable, which did us for 18 years, so hopefully the Zodiac will do the same. Argonauta was still at Kaikoura to revarnish their tow rail using power equipment. They kept their noise to themselves. Job done, and they came across to Kiwi Rikki. Time for some boat watching. The days rolled past, and Argonauta was off back to Kowau in Auckland on a mirror calm morning. The wind was predicted to come in later in the morning. The next day we finally upped anchor and moved to Kairara Bay to go for a walk to the old dam site. It's a beautiful walk through bush along a stream. We only made it just past the dock hut before finding a nice place by the stream for a swim and rest. Fortunately, the mountain water wasn't freezing. After getting back to the boat, it was still hot, so a cooling swim was in order. The next day, I took the camera ashore to get some stills round the rocks. On our last day, we thought we should visit the store at Fitzroy for the obligatory ice cream. The timing was good as the weekly ferry was arriving, so lots of activity with new provisions brought to the island. We had to return to Auckland, and Thursday's forecast was for light northerly winds developing, so we headed out through Man of War Passage on a beautiful morning. Just clear of False Head, we put up the MPS. As it was light wind, with the yacht on autopilot, I felt it was safe for a last drone flight to get us against the backdrop of Little Barrier. Well, wouldn't you know, a mother and calf sigh or bride's wail surfaced just off our stern, and it just happened to be in frame for the drone. Wow! We were both so excited. Incredibly, they came so close. Makes a very special moment. What a way to finish the holiday.